Everybody, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to Blueprints, which by now is kind of like my favorite game in rotation. And I think we all know that. I think I don't need to say it anymore. But welcome. I have something very nice to show you today. Welcome, Retouch. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Nimby, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Officer, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Thank you for the mic check reminder thing. I did have it configured, although I did have to restart OBS as always, as every other day. I have to restart OBS. That's just like a standard. Who did I say hello to and who didn't? I already forgot. Nix, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Kevin, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Nirwanda, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Journal stream. Yeah. Let me. It's not gonna be the cleanest thing ever, because my journal is not finished yet. I have still my journal versus like my temporary journal. Rodrigo, bienvenido, ¿cómo estás? Espero que estés teniendo un buen día. Bienvenido. So yeah, we have journal, my game journal, and my temporary journal over here, which is my way of saying loose pages that I loosely keep together in a like bookish format. But we're not gonna gonna care about those. We're not gonna pay attention to those. We're gonna pay attention to this, which is the journal. I'm really excited, and I'm really excited because having this means that I have figured out a way that I can return to HANDCAMs. This game has provided me with the opportunity to come back to HANDCAMs, and that is awesome as well. So it's a double reason to be excited about it. Lydia, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Did you actually suspend the phone from the ceiling? Because I was joking when I suggested that. No, I didn't. I do have a tripod. It's just that, again, the furniture and the way that the furniture was being used and the way that everything was, like, organized around the room, I had to do a lot of reorganizing. That's why my journal isn't finished, because a lot of the time went into figuring out the HANDCAM. But we have it now! I don't even know if you guys can hear it every time that I hit the desk, but we have the journal! The journal is missing a cover. I have a cover that I, like, traced and drew elsewhere, and I'm gonna cut it out and put it here. I just don't know when. And I also, it doesn't have a game introduction cover because that I have to print. And I'm probably gonna print this Saturday. So I'm gonna be printing the cover and a couple of things for the inside of the thing. So, but I'm really excited for you guys to see it. You're gonna see why I've been talking about making it pretty and everything. And why I've been talking about, like, I have my temporary notes and then my proper journal, because you're gonna see how extra I go. You're gonna see how extra I go for it. Are you just holding the camera by your tail? No, that sounds exhausting. That sounds exhausting to be constantly like holding something. Bruh, no. I think I heard a bit to the head of the table. You might be able to hear it. Imagine caring about having pre-writing your dirty journal so people don't judge you. I care about it for myself. What makes you think I care about what you guys think of my handwriting? You've seen my worst sketches. You've seen my most messy of improvised thing. You know what the worst of my handiwork can look like. You guys know that already. I have no reason to hide how shitty my handiwork can look like. No, but I like the idea of having this as a memory for myself. So I want it to look pretty for when I look back on it. You know? You know? Don't DV the table. What does that mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? DV. The fuck do you mean? Internet mouse, welcome, my hello, oh, welcome, my hello, how are you doing? I can do this now. Welcome, my hello, how are you doing? Welcome, my hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I'm fully expecting a rainbow. No rainbow, but some red. Some red has been included because, well, and also pink, obviously, and some blue, obviously. You know what to expect. This is my first time seeing you do a HANDCAM. Looks awesome. I haven't in a long time. Like, it's been a long time since I've done, like, a HANDCAM. Right? How do you put the tip of your tail? Why would I show you tail? Excuse me? This is a HANDCAM. You get hands. Hands. That's it. Leo, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. The fact that you've rewritten the journal to clean it up twice, parts of it I've had to write like 5 times because they were wrong. Jiji. Las serpientes de cabello están acostumbradas a tener final con el aire. I'm not a rattlesnake though. DV as in domestic violence. I'll hit the table as much as I want. I'll hit the table as much as I want. The table cannot defend itself. The table has no reason, no pain receptors. Yeah. Oh my god, wait, these gloves are kind of low-key breaking. Oh, this gloves are kind of low-key super broken. Let me spin them around. Because I have one hand that I'm going to use a lot and another hand that I'm not going to use all that much. Also, let me take my rings off. Maybe that will help because these are very, like, tight gloves. Which I have plenty of. You know that I love my tight gloves. Hands looking small and cute. I do have small hands. I've mentioned this before, that I've struggled buying rings. Because of my ring, like my ring size being a little bit too small. That means most of the times when I see rings that I like, they don't fit me, and the only rings that fit me are Hello Kitty rings and Mickey Mouse rings and stuff like that. Like I have small hands, and that's a problem. That's a problem if you're a fashion girly, because you want bracelets and you want rings and you want stuff, and all you can find that fits you is Hello Kitty themed or Mickey Mouse themed or freaking I don't know, kitty stuff, you know? And it's really annoying. You need to go back to work. Goodbye, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you have a good shift. Also, Lydia, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do a moi moi kyun? I don't know what a moi moi kyun is. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I don't know what that is. Alex, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I'm surprised at least Death Note isn't pink or blue. Fun fact. This is the first dotted. I don't know if you can see the pages well enough to notice, but do you see that it's like all dots? No, you don't, because this isn't focusing properly, right? Do you see that it's all dotted, or is it just too unfocused for you to see that? Ah, there you go. Do you see how it's all dotted? I bought this before dotted notebooks started being common. And so it was literally my only option. It's not the best. The pages are too thin. In parts of this, you're gonna see there's a lot of bleed through. In fact, in this very first page, you can see the bleed through from the other side. And I really hate that. I couldn't really use as many materials as I wanted to because of that, but it's like the only option I had when I bought this for dotted pages, and I really love dotted pages. Love getting to see the look of the hand cam on your notes. Yeah, I'm excited about that. And with that being said, it's been almost 20 minutes, so I have to rush through this. I really need to get going. Tail peaks aren't until 10k subs. Exactly. So now you welcome me. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit excited. I'm a little bit excited. Manos. Yes, there are manos. Tenemos manitas. Manitas hoy. Those are small hands? Yeah, I have small hands. Gotta do finger exercises to bulk those digits up a little. If it would help me buy better rings. Ellie rooking up to a local gang meetup covered in Hello Kitty and Mickey Mouse. Honestly, yeah. What is the use for dotted pages? I think they are the best mix between aesthetic and functionality. Because I think both lines and cuadriculadas are a little bit too, like, unaesthetic. Like, aesthetically not pleasing to me. But if you just use white pages, you have no guidance to make things more straight. So, dotted pages, I feel like, are the perfect mix between aesthetics and functionality. Pero eso es por usar un rotulador de hoja fina. Eso no es culpa de hoja con puntos. Seguro de dar páginas cortas con puntos. Eso es lo que estoy diciendo. Cuando compré este libro, todavía en este país no eran comunes las hojas punteadas. Entonces este era literalmente el único libro, el único anotador que tenía hojas punteadas. Entonces no pude conseguir algo de gramaje más alto porque no había, literalmente. That got better after I bought this. Like the next year, I actually started seeing thicker pages with like dotted pages. It was great. A ver, mi cielo, sí, existen los anillos adaptadores que son anillos de goma que van dentro de los anillos que andan grandes para usar los anillos junto a los conjuntos. ¡No me gustan! I really like your handcam, thank you. Is that a diary? That's my game journal for this game that I need to get to. So, let's actually show you my journal. Note, my last comment was the thing one of my coworkers said when you said you can't use rings. Seriously? Well, I don't like those. Those are uncomfortable and they feel unsafe. They're going for playing that game everyone learns in middle school, the one where you make... They're good for playing that game in everyone learns in middle school, the one where you make a grid of dots and then complete to make squares. Oh, I love that game! I love that game! Anyways, here's my journal! So, you're not gonna see it unless I pull it up, so I'm gonna pull it up quite a bit. Okay. So, here you go. The first thing I wrote down ever is like the note from Bridget. I'm gonna move this a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna look weird, but I'm gonna sound fine. First thing I wrote down is the note from The Office, the Bridget, and the list of books. Still have no fucking idea what to do with that. I have the notes for blue, red, lies, whatever. Dinner even has been fired. A lot of stuff. Then the save codes. This we're still working on. This is like very early game, remember? Then I have my family tree, which I'm so glad. I am so glad that I waited to ink it, because last week we found that family tree and I realized that my entire family tree was wrong. Now I've inked it, so I better not find anything that tells me I'm wrong again. This is how I started writing. Remember the grid of the letters? This is where I started that. And then I had to change the entire thing because this was wrong. So that's a remnant of wrong things in the past. This is my recreation of the booklet that tells you that Herbert and Simon were brothers. You know, when Herbert was like fighting with his brother through the journal. And then it ends with like a cute little note that he printed and put in the book when he came back from college. I don't know, I thought it was really cute. So I wanted to recreate it, and it's there. And in here, I have left a space for my recreation of the letter that Dad writes to us. I'm also gonna do that. And I have a couple things that I amend later as I find the notes. So that's, and this is removable because writing with it, don't look at that. Don't look at that. That nobody's gonna see that. This is removable because it's very uncomfortable to write with, right? So I remove it. But right now, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it there. We're gonna keep it there. That's so detailed. Good job. I go a little bit ham on handcraft stuff. I really love handcraft stuff. Like, I don't do a lot in the channel because I hadn't figured out the system, but I love handcraft stuff. I love it. Anyways, so in here we have the chapel stuff, and we have the two names of the angels. We have that one and we have that one. Those are the ones that I already have. We have the math puzzle things. We have some notes over there. The utility box, fuse box instructions, and the emails. I wrote down all the emails just in case, even though at this point I don't think they're useful, but I have them. I have them. And then here's the lab notes. Here's the lab notes. This was written after the stream for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons. This was written after the stream. And then, as I was inking this, guys, I realized something. I want to... Do you guys see that? Do you guys read that? Do you guys read that? Where it says the heating and cooling curves thing. And specifically, it says in Mount Holly's freezer. Right here. Do you read it? Do you read how it says in Mount Holly's freezer? I was agonizing over this. What the fuck does it mean? What the fuck does it mean? What the fuck does it mean? It's just to tell you the freezer temperature. It is just to tell you the freezer temperature. Anyways, the grid. These are the letters that we're missing. Right there at the top. Those three. Those three are the last letters that we're missing. Rixie, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. What is this tryhard playthrough? I love this game because of the journal opportunity, and I'm gonna be tryhard about it. I'm gonna be so tryhard about it. The trauma that comes from seeing the periodic table. It's okay, it's okay, it's over, it's done. Don't worry about it. It's done, it's done. We don't need to worry about it anymore. It's done. I have the music sheet page. Again, we don't need it anymore. We've already figured this out. We have figured this out. It says, find among the white trees under 2 stones. What does that mean? I don't fucking know. And then on this side, I copied this. Denoted in verse. I don't know what that means. I still don't know what that means. So there's that. Then there's the EPCU manual, which doesn't matter anymore. But I do have it here, but it doesn't matter anymore. But I do have it here. And then in this page, I was gonna do the workshop stuff, but you can see it's written up there. It's like workshop combos. I don't know if you can read it, but it says workshop combos, and I've written down the combos. I'm gonna scrap that. I'm gonna scrap this, and I'm gonna put it in this page. I'm gonna put it in this page so that I can draw the items combinations or print them. I still don't know if I'm gonna print them or draw them. I'm probably just gonna draw them, so that I can have all of the combinations with the visuals and everything. Then this is the Marigold scrapbook. I don't know if you remember, there's a scrapbook we find about Marigold and like her career, and then when she disappeared, and then there's a bunch of like political intrigue stuff. I have written that down, and as I inked it, I realized there's a couple things that make more sense now that when I wrote it down in the first place. When I wrote it down in the first place, there was a lot that didn't make sense to me. But the more I learned the game, the more it makes sense. Okay, and that's the ending of my proper journal. But we also have the temporary journal. We have the soil grid. We have the instructions of the levers and what door each lever opens. We have the 100 Bells Tea House. We have the November calendar to know what day we're in. All of the dates that may be relevant. We have, what is that? Oh yeah, this is what we're gonna do today. This is what we're doing today. See, it says the pawn, the bishop, the rook, the king, the queen, the knight. And it has like all of the rooms that I have to spawn. This is what we're doing today. And then I'm gonna ink it. And then we have the map of the continents with all of the names of the countries, the symbols of the countries, the colors that I know about, and also all of the sigil construction notes, like what does everything mean. And then that's it. Those are the notes that I have for now. We're not done yet. I mean, it's a book with a lot of facts and with a lot of data. There's a lot to write down. So we're gonna leave this open on the grid, I think. Don't get triggered. Don't get triggered. Don't get triggered by the periodic table. We're gonna leave it on the grid. And we're gonna actually open the game. Yay, game! That didn't take that long, right? Only half an hour. Only half an hour, guys. This is not too bad. This is not too bad. That's fine, right? Yeah. Anyways, all right, a game. Yeah. All right, shit. There is a game to be played. There is a game. More like 15 minutes because you spend the 15 minutes, the first 15 chatting. Yeah, about the journal. About the journal. How many streams are we in on Blueprints? I don't know, but I put a playlist together because they weren't noted on the titles and stuff. I put a playlist together. Day 19. Day 19 is the 25th of Wednesday, the 25th of November. That's where we're at. Okay. Okay. So, goals. First of all, as always, we're gonna start trying to figure out if we have the shelter or not. Because... have there always been bird there? Like birds? A little birds? First, we're gonna figure out if we have the... should I put the HANDCAM, the journal, like on a corner? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. So first things first. Do we have a shelter? Yes! I am so excited! Finally! Finally we have the shelter! Ha-ha! Ha-ha-ha! We're done with the shelter! We are freaking done with the shelter! Alright, what have I been missing? Oh my god, what comments have I been missing? Let me check. I thought it's a journal, not a handcrafts project. I will make everything into a handcrafts project if at all possible. I love handcrafting. Si la hoja es fina, un lápiz de color no penetra la hoja y seguro tendría más variedad. No me gusta usar lápices de colores. Looks weird, but sounds fine, huh? That's what they put under my picture at high school. Did I say that? What did I say that about? That's all detail. Good job, Snake. Thank you. No existe Tipex en Argentina. Es un bote de pintura blanca con pizarra que se usa para tapar cuando te equivocas. No me gusta usarlo porque tiene... el color es muy distinto entre el blanco de un corrector y el blanco de la página. Porque la página no es blanca. I can't believe she's using chewing gum as an adhesive. I'm not. I'm using painter's tape. Haha. I'm using tape. The painter's tape. I love how neat and clean you have it. So crisp and clean. That's why I ink it after I write it like 5 times with pencil. You wrote an entire periodic table into it? I sure did. I sure did. I have no idea what any of this means. It's about the book. It's about the book. Don't worry about it. At least staring at a thermometer, like, what does it mean? What is this puzzle asking of me? It was, like, right there. It was right there. Officer, you now need to make the guy explaining on a board with it. That would be fun. Denoted in verse means that something is revealed, recorded in the lyrics, so probably the white 3 thing. Oh, so that's nothing. I've already done that. That's like, it's fine. It's whatever. Conclusion, 10% of the time is on stream, 90% is doing handicraft to make the notes pretty. Oh, absolutely. I have not been playing games off stream this entire time for a reason. Yeah. It's a great way to get prepared and ready for your brains to be fried more. Yeah. Get ready for your brains to be fried. I thought the journal was the game. The journal is a very vital part of the game. Have you looked outside for the trees and stones? The thing is that it says white trees, and I have not seen a single white tree at all. Even if you had it in the corner, it would be too small for us to read, and it would cover the resources, like this or the steps. I don't think it's a good idea. Okay, if my math is correct, 1 to 9, then you have spent 80 hours making that notebook? Huh? Tiara says, welcome to hello, Fiero, welcome to hello, how are you doing? Hope you having a good day, welcome. Okay, so. Finally, the 7th note. Dear uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father. Cousin? Who the fuck is this? He's not on my family tree. Wait, I already inked that. This better not be fucking relevant, because I already inked it. No! Who the fuck is the cousin? Mary's cousin would have to be the son of Herbert. As far as I know, Herbert did not fucking get married. What? Okay. The disappearance of my cousin Mary has sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt— Wait! No! No! Mary has two parents. Excuse my stupidity. Mary has two parents. Herbert is her uncle on the dad's side, but Lionel Epson is the brother of her mother, which makes it her uncle on the mother's side. And he is they are Lady and Lord, while the Sinclair side of the family is Baron and Baroness, the other side of the family is Lady and Lord, which I think is higher on the hierarchy. Which Mary was presumed to be against the crown, so it would make more sense if this is Lionel Epson, uncle. Normally everyone has two parents, yes. I had a slip of consciousness. By the way, Logan, hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. You might want to check the beginning of the stream. I showed my journal. What is this, a soap opera or telenovela with the twist of a secret husband? No, it's more like political intrigue, actually. It's more political intrigue. So, okay. While I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions of this fact. So when it says 4 years ago, I don't have a date here, but I have to assume it's talking about the bombing. There was a bombing, 4 people died, and it was or the disappearance of Mary itself. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I'm aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances. A conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. Where the fuck was she all that entire time? Where the fuck was she? Because she was reported missing in February. I know because of when I inked those notes not too long ago. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. Oh yeah! Okay, if the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely possible. The fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies... Is that what I have been finding in the safes? The 8 letters? 8 rubies from the crown itself that was stolen by insurgent forces? I love that this game has political intrigue, bro. I love that this game has political intrigue. Starbaker, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. And the fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Courtney? Who the fuck is Courtney? Oh, right. Wait, no. No, who the fuck is Courtney? Who the fuck is Courtney? Uncle. So this would have to be a child of Herbert Sinclair. Why the fuck would Herbert give me the mansion if he had heirs of his own? That's what I don't understand. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the straggling crimson curtain draped across our skies are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Courtney. Okay, Courtney. Who the fuck are you, Courtney? I legitimately have no idea who Courtney is at all. Swan song. Swan song. We're gonna do an experiment in the lab. That's what we're gonna do. Wait, I thought their mother was the Virgin Mary. I forgot for a second. Guys. That you have, everyone has two parents. I kind of forgot about that. Lab. I want to use the lab, right? Yeah, I want to use the lab. We're all going to feel just as dumb as Ellie when the game introduces a mysterious third parent. I just know that my family tree is gonna get fucked, bro. And I did it so many times. I did it in pencil so many times. Continue with the experiment. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, when you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, add 3 aquariums, lose 10 steps, and gain 20 gold. Set your steps to 40. I don't like any of these options. I think I'm just gonna cancel. Because I really don't like any. Maybe they set your steps to 40. But any time that I have more than 40, it's going to be a bad thing. I'm not gonna do it. I don't like any of those. I'm just gonna go away. We are done with the shelter. Like, pretty much entirely done with the shelter for good. Unless it's the best option whenever I draft these, obviously. But, it doesn't sound like it might be. Okay, white trees. Are there any white trees? I'm not seeing any white trees. That's something that I never specifically tried to look for, I guess. But I'm not seeing any white trees, so it's probably a metaphor. Like, I think it might just be a metaphor. You know? By the way, I think there's one thing that I need to do. 9 coins. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go up, I guess. Wait. Priorities. I'm gonna put this in front of my face. I'm gonna put this page in front of me. I need a chapel, a nook, a study, a ladyship's room, and an observatory. That is what I need today. For a fact. I need that. Ellie instinctively choosing a game about stealing gems. Well, I didn't steal them. I'm getting them back. Maybe his hair sucked. I mean, I've never heard of Courtney, so maybe she does suck. Maybe. Okay, you know what? I'll start with the storeroom. I am leaving myself open to a lot more options later on, and this gives me a pawn. I can already start with a pawn. I don't need to worry about pawns. I just need to worry about the rest of the rooms. Okay. So, oh, I have 2 letters. That's so exciting. That is so exciting. Okay. I do need a nook. We're gonna do a hallway first, though. We're gonna do a hallway first. Yeah, a metaphor? You think it's not gonna be a metaphor? You think it's not a metaphor? I could do the office. I could do the pantry. I could do the bedroom. I could do either, to be honest. I don't mind. I don't mind either of them. But this is 2 gems already? I'd rather not. I'd rather not start spending gems immediately. Ooh! Coin purse! Nice! Nice, 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 nice. Love me the coin purse. That's cool. That's awesome. Okay. Drawing room is a good one. I think I'm gonna go for the drawing room. It is 1 gem, but I think it's a good idea. We're still going mostly on instinct. Like, we know what we need to draft, but other than what we absolutely need, I think we're fine. Like, playing a little bit more instinctually. Chapel! Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome. I do need the chapel. So we're gonna... I have the chapel already. I'm gonna mark it down in pencil and then delete it if I don't get that later. Okay, I can also walk in there. I don't need to, but I can walk in there because I'm protected by the thing. I'm protected by the thing, you know? The shelter. Does it have money? No, but if I combine it with a rabbit's foot, it will double all of the coins that I find. Okay, we got the nook. So we have the pawn, we have the bishop, and we have the rook. Now I just need the king, the queen, and the knight, which I said I just need them, but realistically, those are actually really complicated. That's suspicious, isn't it? It is suspicious that we have so many colors in that thing, right? This is giving me like sigil coded. I'm gonna write it down tentatively. I don't know if it means anything, but it could mean something. I'm gonna write down jagged equals blue, dotted equals purple. Although we don't have a dotted line in the sigil things. And I'm gonna write down this sun thing with red. They may not mean anything, but just in case. I said you might be right about being a metaphor. Oh, nice! You think so? You agree. You're agreeing with me. Oh, shit. Oh, these are all quite bad. These are all quite bad. I guess I'll grab the pantry. Because I don't want to waste more gems. Or the parlor. I'll grab the parlor. I'll grab those gems. Ooh! Not that it matters. I literally can't do anything with those. It's useless. The gems are in a box with a statement. Nothing. The gems are in the black box. Okay, so this one can be true or false. Because one of the boxes doesn't have a statement. So it doesn't automatically make it true nor false. It's gonna turn into a family wreath? What is gonna turn into a family wreath? Thanks Ellie so much for the stream today. I'm so happy I could catch it. Hope you have a fun time solving the puzzles. Bye, Ellie. Goodbye, Internet Mouse. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Goodbye. Have a great rest of your day. Okay, gems are in a box with a statement could be true or false. Gems are in the black box could also be true or false. And this could also be true or false because it's nothing. Oh, the family tree becoming a family tree. Is that an incest joke? I didn't get it. I did not get it. The gems are in a box with a statement. If if this is true, that could also be true. So this one is saying the gems are in the black box. So if that's true, and this is true, they would both point to the black box. If this one's a lie, and this one's a lie, then they would be here. But does a non-statement count as a truth, as a lie, or as neither? Which would make one of these true and one of these a lie, because if you remember, the rules of the game state that there has to be at least one box that displays truth, and at least one box which displays lies. So I'm going to, assuming what that means is that this one doesn't count, one of these has to be truth, one of these has to be lie. The gems are in the black box. If this is true, then this is also true. So it cannot be true. If this is a lie, then this can still be true, and the gems would be here. I'm gonna go for that. Oh, thank God my logicked out. Thank goodness. My logic did logic out. I did think it made more sense that way. So, you know, I'm defeated. Yay. I think I could get the gymnasium out of the way. No, but it blocks me off, so I'm gonna do courtyard. Gonna do courtyard because I don't want to be locked up. Sledgehammer! Nice! Neat! Neat. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm gonna grab the billiards room so that I can keep going to the other side. Although I desperately want the kennel. But I think the kennel is best used on the other side. 3 more blue gems for Ellie. 3 more gems for me, indeed. Very good, very nice, very cool, very awesome. Any items? Just want to make sure I'm not, like, ignoring a rabbit's foot or something. Let me grab my guide. Ellie the Genius calling out the lime blue box. I do really like the logic puzzles. Gymnasium also doesn't need the shelter to overcome its negative effect, just a utility closet. Better to save that effect for worse red rooms. Yeah, honestly, it was not the greatest of ideas. Which is good that I didn't do it. It's good that I didn't do it. Okay, math. Blue is plus. So 3 plus 6, 9. Pink is multiply times 2, 18. 1 plus 2, 3 times 2, 6 times 3, 18. Huh. Okay. 20 times 20 divided by 20. Is that not just 20? Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't the multiply cancel the division? I don't want to pull out the calculator. Tell me if I'm right. Someone just tell me, bro. Is it right or not? Multiply cancels out the division and it's 20, right? Right? Okay, fuck it. I can't wait anymore. I'm just gonna do it. Yippee! Oh my god, yippee! Yippee, 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 yippee! This is like one of the best items! Not that way. This way. Alright. Alright, let's get moving. Let's keep moving. Security is really good for me right now. Because I have the key card. So I can up the amount of key cards. 20 divided by 20 is 1. So it's just 20 times 1. Yeah. Yeah. They cancel out. So... Okay, keycard system. We're gonna set it to max. We're gonna set this to unlocked just in case. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter, but whatever. Man, the game is seriously giving her a second shot at that golden run it served her on the way on a silver platter last time. So far it's looking good. So far it's looking quite good. But we still need a study. Where's my page? Oh my god, where did I leave it? Where did I leave my page? Here, okay. We still need a study, a leadership room, and an observatory. And all of those are kind of difficult to find. I'm gonna go with the spare room because I don't want to block myself off this high up. I'd rather make sure... Has this always been partly painted? It probably has been and I just completely ignored the details. I could spawn a den or I could save it. I think I'd rather save it. I think I'd rather save it. And I'm not gonna go in there until I've sprouted some more green rooms. The reason I'd rather save it... Oh, I need to go up, right? I have blocked myself up so horribly. Wow! Wowee! I had really blocked myself. That was almost very bad, guys. That was almost really, really bad. Okay, now I really gotta try to open up a few paths. Now I can use the gymnasium. Now I really want to use the gymnasium. Because it opens up both of the paths and it doesn't consume gems and it's unprotected. So that's what we like. That's what we like. Okay. I'm going to take this route first. Entry still has a viable path. Yeah. But if I hadn't chosen the pantry, there was a very good chance that I was locking my progress up. Observatory! Let's go! I need that. I need that very much. I very much need this. Okay, we have the observatory. Now I need the study and the ladyship room. No, wait. I marked the wrong room. I marked the wrong thing. Okay, observatory. I have the observatory. Oh, the problem is that those rooms are really difficult to spawn. Those are really difficult to spawn. I can only hope that I'll actually get some beneficial things. Okay, now I'm gonna get the den because it opens up a lot of options. It opens up a lot of options. It gives me the gem. You know what I'd really like? I'd really like to find a commissary or something. Oof. Wait. Oh my god. Okay. A commissary or something that might... Ooh! Rampus room. Rampus. I need those. I need those dice. I was about to say, I need to find a commissary or something that can allow me to get dice, because I have not because I have no options if I don't get to spawn the ladyship room and the study. So I'm going to screenshot this because I don't think I did at any point. When I was looking for my notes to transcribe them, I don't think I have this one screenshotted. So if you'll allow me just 1 second. I definitely need this for my journal later on. Just a little quick snapshot. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Daniel, I had Daniel on my family tree for a long time. Yeah, I still have him there. Daniel Jones, the father of Simon Jones. That's what I have written down. I really hope it's right because it's inked. I really hope it's right. I've already inked it, so it better be. Okay, commissary, kennel, library. I'm gonna do library so it opens up the path that way. And also, we have a Bacta screenshot! Oh. Gem, awesome, thank you. Swimbird by Marian Marigold. Ruffington Publishing, 1985. So, for reminder, this is Marian's second picture book. It won an award, and it came after Red Prince. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird. Diving so deep, I ride on the wave bird. Let's notice how blue this book is in comparison to the Red Prince book. I wonder if this is, like, if she was trying to do a subtle political moves message thing. There is not a dare I would not do. There is not a depth I would not dive to. Do I want to screenshot this? Do I actually want to screenshot this? It feels relevant because it's been mentioned so many times, but at the same time, it's just a picture book. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. The colors are curious. Okay. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. You're not seabird, you are not swimbird. If you are friend bird, flying the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends, for they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again, and I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, and maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams and the sea, and wonder why daring feels like defeat. This is sad as fuck! This is not a good children's book. This is what wins. Aw, Simon. This is what wins the fucking Herald Prize in this country? I do not like the implication of that. But I guess it tracks with the whole authoritarian regime. They really don't want their people aspiring. Back, what did I miss? We saw the, so we got the security badge. And then we changed the security, this is the one that I wanted to screenshot. So I'll show you in a second. I'll show you in a second. We have, I'm screenshotting a thing. So we have the key card. That is something you may have missed. Sledgehammer as well. We have that. We have those. And then I got myself 2 dice for randomizing room spawning for when I'm really up against the wall and or when I want the study and the ladyship to have better chances. And also we got Swimbird from the library, which, goodbye Nix, thank you so much for coming here. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And then we got Swimbird, which is the second book that Marion wrote, and pretty much certainly the last one that she published before she disappeared. And also the one that won, it won Illustrated Book of the Year. But it's so fucking sad. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I wouldn't do, there is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. You're not seabird, you're not swimbird. If you're friend bird, fly in the wind bird. Oh shit, so. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams on the sea and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. And this is so sad for a children's book. Who the fuck thought this deserved best? Oh my god, that's the last key. How can I already be on the last key, bro? How can I already be on the last key? Ooh, so tempting. So tempting. Rattlesnake Rose, hi, how have you been? Oh my god, it feels like it's been a long time. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi. Also, Tyler, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. A very detailed model of a paper safe. Oh, but without the magnifying glass, I cannot activate it. That's fine. So, how are we looking like for the Great Hall today? Today, the furthermost... Okay, today, the furthermost doors have openings, and the closest doors to the door that I open have items. So, remember that, okay? The middle is bummed. We are not opening the middle if we get the thing today. In a drafting studio, you will be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Classroom. Classroom, 100%. I love the dove coat, but yes. Classroom. Good, 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 good. Helping parents with tech stuff is torture. Yeah, it certainly is. I am so sorry. Damn it! I'm so sorry, Retich. So sorry you're dealing with that right now. Okay. What's my best bet? Going up to the den or going back to the entrance hall? I think I'm gonna go back to the entrance hall. It's a shit ton of steps to lose. But I'm out of options. So... I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh! Oh, just gems. God damn it. I got really excited for a moment. Yeah. I'm gonna go back to the entrance hall. Gonna see what are our spawning options. It's kind of really annoying that I have such a long snake with so few 3-door rooms. Sheesh, this is so many steps. This is so many steps. Courtyard, then parlor, then Nook. Oh god. Then all the way straight until the entrance hall. Bruh! Bruh! This is so much! So much. Okay. Has that note to the right of the model changed? There's a kicker room in the gymnasium. You're so right, I can keep going that way! The note to the right of the model. What note to the right of what model? Mine? Oh no! These are all quite bad. These are all quite bad. I'm gonna use one of my redraws. Rumpus! 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 Bishop! Wait, Rumpus room also has a bishop! Chapel or Rumpus? That's good to know! That's good to know! What's that? Deposit box. I have one of those in the... I have one of those in the thing where you retrieve items later. I wonder... Okay, everyone ready for our reading of the day? To the right of the model in the drafting room? I don't think so. I don't think anything had changed in there. Oh!
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at
But the sound of a dropping coin. He has said this before. It's fine.
yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And
Are you gonna give me something new?
you wish
Are you gonna tell me new info?
to look into your future.
Because last time he gave me nothing interesting.
Is becoming clear. I hear the pattering steps of children running in the forest.
What?
The joyful echoes of laughter in the courtyard.
Uh-huh.
I see an old man sitting in an even older chair.
I think that's supposed to be me. That
A
looks...
seed that has served many generations, each with their own stories,
Huh?
each with their own secrets, each with their own endings, but
Ooh.
in the same chair.
Ooh.
What you have heard here has been foreseen.
I think that was supposed...
Alzara,
Okay, Elzara. Okay, Elzara.
of the following
Buddy, I have no idea if this is useful at all, but it is certainly interesting. I think that was supposed to be us when we're old. Like, that was definitely Simon as an old man. Pawn in the corner, pawn in the corner, pawn in the corner. I'm not seeing a pawn in the corner. Logan, I'm not seeing it. I don't know if you're seeing it. I'm not too sure about that. At the bar? I don't think so. No? Are you talking about that? Because that's like a bottle? I don't think that's a pawn. I don't think that's a pawn. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Yes, please, classroom. Classroom, grade 1. No! Every day it restarts? Oh, no. So I have to do like an entire run for classrooms, specifically. So it's... Oh, it's useless. I mean, at least I know that it always has an apple. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna do... Why do I have 5 redraws? Why do I have... While drafting in a classroom, you may draw new floor plans one time for each room in your house. Oh, so it's exclusively in the classroom. That's kind of a waste. That was... Ah! Battery pack! Battery pack! God damn it! I need the lever now! Stupid thing! Oh, hey, at last! Yeah, now I need the jam. Still think that was a waste? I do think it was a waste. A pawn. Many pawns. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Now I need to find some food because I have salt shaker plus the bonus for the apples. What I mean when I say it was a waste, what I mean is that it was like there was no reason to not use the refresh. Because the refresh only works in the classrooms, I'm pretty sure. While in the classroom, while drafting in the classroom, you have refreshes. But I don't have... Wait, I still have this active. Each time you draft a shop room, gain a dice. Oh, I forgot that I had that going on. I completely forgot. Okay. Now, we're gonna depend on a couple of things. For this run to work at all whatsoever, we're gonna depend on a couple of things. One, I need to get myself the kitchen. Sorry, the dining room and get to level 8. 2, I need the goddamn study and the ladyship room. Without those two things, this run was kind of for nothing. Which is very disappointing, but it's kind of what it is. It is what it is, you know? Going past security and the gymnasium. We're gonna go through the gymnasium. Pantry, gymnasium. We're gonna go to the gymnasium, which has a keycard door. 22. Oh, 22. The commissary might have keys. The dark room might have... Oh, this would also give me an extra dice. So I'm gonna take that. Please tell me you have keys. No, you do have a shovel, which is not bad. I am not gonna get anything else. I'm disappointed that you don't have a key. But I guess it's not terrible. Okay, let's go to the den and open the door there. Please, bro. I need 2 rooms. I need 2 specific rooms. And that's my last key. Sure. Sure, let's do that. Don't be locked. Don't be locked, all of you. I'll start here. No, I'll start on that one. That's a dead end. Well, not necessarily a dead end, but it could be a dead end. Vault. Plus 40, but it uses... Dining room! Okay. Dining room is a really good thing to get right now. Because I'm really close to level 8. So, we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna see what we have on this side. And we're gonna see if the up direction has a key. Boiler room. Dark room. Boiler room does go up, which is nice. Dark room tends to have Key cards things. Crooked Gamer, welcome and hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. It's been a long time since I've seen you. How you been? How have you been? Is that color board new? I don't think so. Elyssia is really excited. It's just that I really love this game. Rattlesnake, I love this game so much. That was a good spot for the passageway. It was. It really was a good spot. I think I'm gonna do this because the boiler room is it takes a gem, and right now I'm a little recharged. But yes, that is indeed a door with a key. Let me see if this one requires a key. Locked. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go yeah, I'm gonna go for this one. Oh, I was protected! Since I was protected, let's see if there's anything. Print notes. I've already seen this note. I had already seen this. There's a gem. Very nice. I've already seen this, which I assume is Miss Babbage. Wait! The office also has a king? The office also has a king? Office question mark? Office question mark? I mean, that's just a photo. There's nothing to tell me that that's still there. But maybe? Do I need this letter? No, I don't. I already have it. Right? Let me... Yeah, I already have this. So... Okay, anything else? Anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. More like than smarts. I am kind of thinking about what I'm doing. I just bought a bundle of gems with 5 random keys, and one of them was the witness. Oh no, not the witness. Have you played the witness? I don't have a fondness for the witness, I gotta say. Okay. I am so tempted. To grab the archives because I have a key. Have you played the Looker? Not yet. I have not played the Looker just yet. I haven't, but I know I remember you going off about this game. You should try it out. See if you enjoy it, because it is really enjoyable. It just makes like the ending is a hit or miss. You may like it or you may hate it with your entire gut. I'm that kind of second person. But you should try it because it is an enjoyable game while you're playing it. It's when you sit down at the end of it and think a little that it might sour on you. I think I'm gonna go for the archives. I'm not sheltered by it anymore. Like, I'm literally not gonna be sheltered from it. But I have that key. And I need to know. You ever been interested in Viewfinder? I am interested in Viewfinder. I loved the demo when I tried it. Don't remember when that was, but I did like it when I tried it. I'm gonna go for the archives. I know it's like a run-ender, but I have a key and I need to make sure. Fuck, it's not. It's not. Damn it! None of them are opening. But I still have to figure out how to use the archive. And today, considering I have a vault key, I thought maybe that was the time. I thought maybe that was the day. Where else can I go? Can I go down here? A locksmith! Yes! Yes! That is exactly what I need. And I have 25 gold. So I'm gonna buy quite a few. I'm gonna buy a lockpick kit. I can only afford, if I buy the lockpick kit, I would be left with 15. Then I would have, I would be able to buy 3 keys. What do you think, guys? The lockpick kit? The lockpick, right? And then 3 keys? Drafting the archives when you have the shelter, but not being sheltered from it. Yeah, it's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. Vorador, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Hi. I think I'm gonna grab the lockpick. It's not a guaranteed, but it's better than nothing. And then I'm gonna grab 3 keys, and that's all my money. I for sure get 3 keys. Lockpick doesn't work too often. Yep, and that's why, like, it's important that I had money for both, because if I didn't, it was not a good bet. Okay. Wait. Actually. What the fuck is the garage doing here? I'm gonna grab the terrace. For sure. And I see a fruit in there. Lovely. Yum, yum, yum. 6 steps. Thank you very much. Trees. White trees? No white trees. No white trees anywhere. I also don't see any trunks. Alright. So now I can keep going up. I'm gonna keep going up. I want the leadership room! I want the study! Okay. Let's grab the secret passage. No, because the leadership room also takes gems. Right? I have to try. I have to. Please. We'll get more gems, not now. Do you think I should hold on until I get more gems? Should I go up to the dining room and actually get my last steps in? I think I'm gonna do that because I'm terrified of not... Oh! Magnifying glass! I'm glad that I didn't buy it. That's pretty cool. Let me check these documents that I have here, just in case any of them have anything hidden. I don't think they do. I don't think they do, but just in case. Okay, no. I think I've already done this. I do think I've already done this. She has a swan, which is the sign of the... Oh, what's the surname? Espen. She has a swan, which is the sign of the Espen family. I wonder if, like, one of these is supposed to be Marion, specifically that one, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't think that's any important. Just in case, you know, it was good to check. Okay. So what are my moves? Sheriff Pumpkin, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you had a good... You got that? You got that, right? Yeah. Let's go up here. Doesn't seem to be able to. Let's use one. I don't have the gems. Gonna redraw. I could use the boiler room literally just because it goes up, but I don't want to use my gem. It's the last gem I have. Bro, this chest thing is very difficult. This chest game is almost impossible. Redraw. I'll take the candle. I lost one space to draft right there. But... Oh, nice! Nice! I'm so far away from the worship, I'm not gonna go back, but... Nice! I guess. Okay. Does this even matter? Does this even matter? I'm not making it to the antechamber, bro. Bad time to get that item. Very bad time. Servants' quarters. 1 key for every gem. It's not bad. For every bedroom. It's not bad. I'll grab it. Because I've never been here. It's a good opportunity to check it out. There are 12 major keys. Okay. What do I do with a green sign? What? Why do I... Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. And now I have a green memo. And what do I do with it? Okay, let me write it down, I guess. There are 12 major keys. The much less popular unlucky rabbit's foot. Well, it's unlucky because of how far away. Can I grab those? Let's go, bro! Awesome. It's so far away. Like the workshop is way too far. Hartley, I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times already in the past. Have stated gratitude, always interrupted with tactful and polite reputations from you. I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and your unfettered by social graces. But I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. Sounds like a romance, right? With my passing... Is it a romance? Was this written by Herbert? I thought it was a maid's because it's a servant's quarters. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms. Oh! Maybe Herbert doesn't have an heir because he was in love with Hartley, whoever the fuck that was. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet, oh, the valet, would be better situated to meet the needs of our young master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you To quit must be satisfied. Yeah, this is Herbert. This is Herbert. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. Oh, cute! My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles. So rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. Well, that's nice, Uncle! Thank you for gifting this person a house by leaving me with an insurmountable fucking challenge. I am again a 14-year-old boy. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her, until we met my friend Herbert. Okay. There definitely was something to the ballet. Can I ring those? No. Master bedroom, ladyship chambers, guest bedroom, nursery, bunk room, boudoir. I don't think I've ever actually seen the master bedroom, which is crazy. Okay, so now I do need this letter. I do actually need this letter. Okay. Fire. Grain. Grain? What kind of grain is that? I know the name of it. I promise I do. But right now I'm blanking so hard. That is the grain that you get flour from. I'm really blanking on it. It's like one of the most common fucking crops. Wheat! Thank you so much! I knew that name. It completely flew out of my head. Wheat and heat. Probably. Wheat and heat would make it. Wheat. I don't need to write it down. You have it written down in the chat. Stupid. I was writing it down. Green memos are fake hints for mechanics that don't exist. How meta can it get? Like, how meta can it get? The guy with the spooked face in one of the dark room photos held a note about green documents. Yeah. Oh, wait. Green memos found in Harley's room are always false. But that memo was of an indeterminate color because it looked very red, but it might have been red because the dark room is tinted red. So, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I think, right now, I'm thinking that it's true. There are 12 major keys. Okay. Weight and heat would be W. W. If W. What else could it be? Grain, match, fire. It has to be wheat and heat. It has to. Right? Okay, let me write a W. If W. If we count small gates. If we count. Because that could be we. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. And the shelter safe is cracked by being there on the correct date. So there's that. Crown and crow. Yeah, that's an N. Okay. I think I finally have the entire thing. Because this is an N. Crown and crow. If we count small gates. If we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 saves. The fuck does that mean? If we count 8 gates. What is that? What is that? Oh, what is that? Coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase. Wow, thank you. Wow, that's great. That's awesome. So useful right now. So useful. How's the 4th word spelled? 1, 2, 3, 4. Gate, as in the thing that is outside and you cross to get to different areas. G-A... None of this matters. None of this matters because I couldn't get the stupid study on the ladyship's room. And gems. Food for sale, I have 23. I might get them. No, I don't have the gem. Bananas! Bananas! That's nice. Bananas. The Transcendent Mystery, the Turtles of Vera. Flashlight. Energy blocks. Hamster trophy. The book. Okay, so box, crate, paint, world, globe, crate and create for the letter E, which is what I already deducted. Salty bananas, my favorite. Don't you love salty bananas? Salty bananas. Ah. Anyways. Nothing better on a hot day than a nice dry salt banana. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so it's not much to do. This run is lost and useless. Lost and useless. Because I have 0 gems. So even if I do go back to the freaking passage, I have no way to use it for what I need. Let's go to the den. The boudoir, the library. The boudoir, the library. Is there any way to start with more gems? Because that's really what I desperately need. What I desperately need is a way to start with even more gems. Fuck it. Gambling. Oh, wow. Would you look at that? 1 gem. Thank you. Fantastic. Everything I could have ever wanted. I'm doomed anyways. Let's go to the secret passage and finish off the day. I guess. I could have drafted the office. Yeah, but at the same time, if I had drafted the office, I think I would be even more pissed. If I really think about it, imagine I drafted the office, I had the king, and all I needed was the queen, and I couldn't get it. Like, that would probably be worse. Right? That would be worse. I'm gonna go up to the secret passage. Yeah, let me see if I find the note, the Hartley thing. So, see, here's the thing. This says green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. But this entire thing looks red. So how do I know that the sign is red? Also, does it even matter? Oh, there are 12 major keys. Good for her. I never get special keys anyways. It's not like it's gonna affect my decision making much. I really have no... What are these keys for? What are you for? I have so many items. What are you for? Unlocks box 149. 149. Do any of these have numbers? No. Which means it's probably for the locker room. Right? It's probably for the locker room instead. Probably. Archived. Whatever. Oh, wow! An aquarium! Yippee! Yippee-doo-doo-doo! If we count 8 gates, the baits that my mate takes will be equally spaced. Huh? What does that mean? What does that mean? What are you saying? Welp. Runs over. Aw, man. I'm leaving today kind of disappointed. Let's go back to the workshop if I have enough steps, which I probably don't. But if I do have enough steps, we could test the assortment of gathered. See if any of them combine. I mean, I do have a rabbit's foot and a coin purse. Again, not that they matter. So passageway, den, pantry. Nope. Passageway, den. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's only one route. There's only one route. Everything else blocks it off. Den, observatory, gymnasium. Den, observatory, gymnasium. Here's the thing that's really disappointing. I started the game with a sledgehammer. And then I got one trunk. One in the entire thing. One trunk. Where the hell am I going? Billiard room, courtyard, parlor, nook. Okay, billiard room, courtyard. Nothing. Awesome. Great, thank you. I've been missing dig spots like crazy. Brick. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Awesome. I completely forgot that I had. I've got to be honest. I forgot. I have so many items on me that I forgot that the shovel was one of them. Which, who knows if we would have given me more items. Sadly, we will never know. Sadly, it is what it is. And we've done what we've done. And I have no more items. Okay, all the way through. And... here, okay. Oh. Nothing green. Okay, what about you? Also nothing green. Okay, what about you? Nothing green. I know that I can combine this with this and the lever, but I don't have the lever. Shovel. Anything green? Yeah, the battery pack. Sledgehammer. Anything green? Yes, the battery pack. But then I don't have the fucking... I swear to God, who has the good RNG to do the things that this game requires you to do quickly? Because, like, you need so many turns to get one good spawn. You need so many runs for one good spawn, bro. Okay, coin person this thing. Which I already knew about! I already knew about it! I already knew about it! Wow! Awesome! Great thing to find right here and now. Anyways, that's the run, guys. That's the run. I have to call it a day. It's disappointing! It's disappointing! Because I didn't get anything today. I got this. I got the second letter. I am done with the shelter. I don't need the shelter anymore. I can still choose it to protect myself from the red rooms, but I don't need it whatsoever. I found so many items, and I still can't do anything with them because they don't combine at all, ever, which is crazy. It's long to call it a day on this. I did learn that there's other rooms to spawn for the chess puzzle that we're trying to do. Which I really am trying to do that next. Like, that's the very next thing I'd like to do. Garden of the Dead. Wow. Why? New rooms found one, which was the servants' quarters. Okay. Okay. Alright, now let's talk about my journal again. Let's talk about the journal again. For those who couldn't see it before. Yeah? We'll keep inking it and getting it even better looking for next time, for sure. Wait. Let me, I'm putting my gloves back on. I took one of my gloves out to handle the keyboard because I don't like the feeling. I don't know about you. I hate the feeling of like trying to work a keyboard with gloves. It's fine for the mouse. Like the mouse is whatever. But for the keyboard, it's really annoying. So, Manos, see, this is what we managed to finish today. Today we managed to finish this, which says, if we count small gates, 8 dates, track 8 safes. If we count small gates, and I have no idea what that could mean. Oh, you guys are talking to me, but my chat isn't updating. Wait, what if you say something important? What if you say something important? Please update. Please update. Please update. YouTube, did you break again? you're having a good day. Oh, you guys have been talking for a bit. And I couldn't see it because my chat wasn't updating. Those are filing cabinets, not deposit boxes. Yeah, but I know that I have to do something with one of those filing cabinets, and I have no idea what it is. Like, I have zero clue what that is. I just know that there's something to be done with the filing cabinet. 8 gates have similar sounds, so I with the same sounds in one sentence as possible. Oh, one more? No, it's already been 2 hours. Another run could take another 2 hours. And I just can't, bro. I just can't. Just got here, sounds like you're having a great time. I am not. I got nothing done. It's crazy. Can you attach a rabbit suit to the shoe? No, apparently not. Combine the brick with the window to make it taller. I like how you're thinking. The game doesn't, but I like how you're thinking. I think that's very cool. A very good idea. Wait, did I disconnect for a moment? Did I disconnect? I'm sorry. That's the idea. You're not supposed to do it quickly. That one absurdly put you in the wrong mindset. No, I just know that some people got it so much faster than me. I know that some people got, like, finished the game or got to the antechamber in, like, 6 to 8 hours. And that's not my case whatsoever. I didn't know Yomi running in. Are we still talking about the salty bananas? Are we still talking about the salty bananas? Good handwriting, thank you. Let me. I handwritten even better, cause this one looks really cute. Look. That's my handwriting. The one thing that I can say about my handwriting that is, like, not the best is that I'm very inconsistent with my S. Sometimes I'll do them, like, the triangle shape, and sometimes I'll do them like the snaky shape. And I have zero journal, as I show you. Okay, see, wait, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about the stupid... The goddamn family tree. Where the fuck is Clarice? Where is Clarice? She said, Uncle, I think you abducted... Cut out. Wait, am I cut out? There's another benefit to shelter? You mean the benefit of, like, not having the red rooms? Actually, I shouldn't be talking because I don't know if I'm cut out! Hello? 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 YouTube is telling you to end, and I will. And I will. We hear you, but do you see us? I was seeing you while you were talking about me not being there, which means that it was like really weird connection issues. Because I was seeing you. You guys were like talking about how, oh, she's gonna be pissed when she notices that we didn't see half of it. And I was like, but I'm seeing you. But I'm seeing you. What does that mean? What does this mean? We've been cutting out a lot for the last 30 minutes or so. I'm so disappointed about that because I have not, like, gotten any indication of it whatsoever. Oh! If my model freezing is an indication, maybe. Maybe? Anyways, so what I was saying... Where the fuck is Clarice in this? Where the fuck is Clarice in this? Where is she? Where is Clarice? She said, Uncle, right? She said, like, Uncle, I think you abducted our dear Mary, my cousin. So, my cousin, that means she has to be either Lionel's daughter or... The idea is to glue this permanently when I'm done with the game, by the way. I don't plan to have it like this forever. Eventually, I'll glue it down proper. Okay, so she has to be either Herbert's daughter or Lionel's daughter. Now, here's the thing. Lionel, because they are the Lord and the Lady, like Lord William Epstein, Lady Ashlyn, this gives me the idea that they would be more royalist. This gives me the idea they would be more like gung-ho on the royal blood, blah, 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 blah. And Mary was accused and hinted at several times to be kind of against the regime and against the crown. And Herbert, we know that he loved Mary. We know that she was... You mean Courtney? Yeah, Courtney. What have I been saying? Who have I been saying? Clarice? Courtney. So where the fuck is Courtney? I did this stupid family tree like 5 times. I am so tired. I am so tired of this stupid family tree. Bruh. More HANDCAM and Ellie's journal. A little bit more. I still don't have much more to show, but this looks so tidy and organized. It is tidy and organized because I do everything I do temporary first. And then I write it down on the journal in pencil. And then I write it down, I ink it down. So first it has to go through the random pages thing, which today I did this, right? I added a couple of notes here. And this is gonna get inked for next time. Probably. Because I'm pretty certain of what I have, like how this should look. Then, once the temporary gets moved to the journal, it goes on pencil. And then I ink it and I delete the pencil. So it's always gonna look neat, you know? How do you get such a perfect grid? Here's a note. Here's what I wrote. I have green memos found on Hartley's room are always false. But was this memo red or just tinted by the darkroom? I don't know. This is difficult to understand. Not that it matters. Again, not that it matters. Because, like, when the fuck am I gonna have the 12 keys? The 12 major keys? I'm lucky if I get 1. I'm really lucky if I get 1. So, like, what's the point in knowing there's 12? Like, okay, there's 12. Good for her. I'm not gonna get them all in one run. I could write them down. Like, I could write, here's the 12 special... Ooh, maybe I will. Oh, I have an empty page that I'm not entirely sure what I do with. Wait. Here. I have this empty page that I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with because this used to be the workshop and then I decided I want to do the workshop differently, so I moved it to the future, to like the next few pages. But now I don't know what to put here because this used to be the workshop. So maybe I'll put all the special keys here. Oh, that could be cute. And I could draw them. Oh, I like that. I think I'm gonna make this my special keys. My special keys page. What were you asking about? How did I get a perfect grid? Because this is not white paper. This is dotted paper. Let me show you in like a random white page. Do you see? It has dots. So it looks like a white page at a distance, but it has guidance. So you can just keep following the dots. You know? Come on, focus. Come on, focus. There we go. So Yeah, you have guidance. Garden of the Dead means you end up with at least 3 green rooms and 10 or more dead ends. Oh! That's really interesting. So depending on a configuration of rooms that you'll get a title. That's cool. That's cool. YouTube really doesn't like this game. It hasn't been that bad to me during this game. Remember Shantae days? Those were... woof. Did you really think this chat had gone quiet? Yeah, I did. Sometimes it does. I cannot tell what's on my end and what's hers. I think it's mine, but it's weird because YouTube, like, OBS is not telling me. 1 blueprints run a week simply isn't enough. I know, but I'm really, like, my schedule is really tight right now. Maybe when I finish Pokemon, which I really want next week to be like my last one. And, schedule is tight. Schedule is so tight. Because this Sunday we're gonna have the team reveal for our fight. And you know that our fight is coming. I also have to start thinking or trying to get something done for the possibility of doing something special for my birthday. Which now that I have HANDCAM again, I might think outside the box and think of doing something more like HANDCAM-y. I don't know. We'll see. Schedule. That I was talking about the schedule. Okay, so we have the Pokemon which I intend to finish next time. I've said that many times, but I really want to finish it next time. And we have our fight coming up on July, which is marks the return on our streams because I need as much time as possible to draw during our fight. Then Snake is not functioning correctly. Deltarune on Fridays, that's gonna last a long time. So that would be Deltarune covers one day, then Art Fight is gonna cover another day, then Blueprints covers another day, and then most weeks I don't want to do 4 streams anymore. I want to keep it back. I want to like go back to 3 streams most weeks, and then 4 for special occasions like member streams or stuff like special events. So it's tight. It's a tight schedule. I got choked by my tight schedule. She even takes notes in English. Fun fact, most of my thinking happens in English. I literally, like, if you were to see my to-do list that I do for myself and to not showing anyone, you would see my to-do list and it's literally written in English because I think in English. I consume in English so much more than in Spanish that I think in English nowadays. Why do you always get on the stream when I join? You hate me this much? I'm not controlling that! I'll be going 2 things to stream. Goodbye, Retouch! I'm sorry that I saw this message so late. My brain has really given out today, huh? I'm so sorry that I saw this late. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope that you have a fantastic night and that you sleep very well and that you feel well rested. And thank you for being here. That's the problem with family trees. They just keep getting bigger, and the bigger they get, the more bigger they get. Next time they get bigger. Unless there's like a war or a plague or something. Yeah. Then I delete the pencil and it really is a digital artist. I erase it. I have an eraser. Okay, I erased the pencil. But it was easier to say I delete. It didn't fall. Don't worry, it didn't fall. It's still here. Still have it. It's fine. Oh, that's a lot of dust. That's a lot of that. Dust is really easy to see on black gloves, huh? I'm amazed at how neat these notes are because I work hard to make them neat. Wait, you didn't see the notes before. Did you see my EPCW guide user manual? Oh yeah, I showed it before because I was talking about this page. So I have that. And then I have the Marion notes, the Marion Marigold notes, which this is the note about her disappearance. February 22, no trace discovered of Singa heiress, but search continues. And then September, priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. That the last line here, it says that if the rumors are true about the crown jewel being stolen, which by now we know that it is true because I've been getting the freaking rubies. So it says if the rumors are true, the theft, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. And Marion had already been hinted at being like some sort of political motivated against the crown. So there's that. You transcribed the whole thing? Not the whole thing. I made summaries every now and then, but mostly the whole thing, yes. I mostly transcribed the whole thing, yes. And I will keep transcribing the whole thing for some of these books. For example, the history of India. That one I will transcribe pretty much entirely as it is, with all the censorship included, because I think that's really important to understand some things. And then, did I show you guys the map? I kind of showed you, but I kind of didn't show you. That's my best attempt at drawing the map. It's all messed up. It really is messed up. The map doesn't look like that. But I did figure out the map. And I have all the symbols for the places. Some of them have question marks because I'm not entirely sure. Like this one in particular, the rhomboid here. And then this one, that little arch. I'm not entirely sure for Morajai. And I'm not sure what this name is, actually. So there's that. I've never seen paper like that before. It's not the most common. It's not the most common paper. Pretty popular for us crafting people. Rodrigo, adiós. Que tengas un buen día. Espero que duermas bien y que descanses mucho. First season again already? Feels like it was just a few months ago. Not for me. It feels like forever. Feels like forever for me. You'll be accepting birthday messages from fans for your birthday this year, right? I always do. I always open my Anon. What was the name of that site? Wait, what was the name of the website where... Marshmallow. I always open my Marshmallow 2 times a year, which is for my birthday and for my anniversary. Yeah, the Marshmallow. I always open it for my birthday and for my anniversary, but I'm gonna be honest. We have the same people that we've had for a while, so it feels like anyone who had questions has already asked them. It feels like there is no reason to go to Marshmallow. I will, but it feels like everyone has already asked their anonymous questions. Anything that they wanted to say without a name attached to them, they've said. People have said. You'll be accepting birthday messages for fans. So the 3 streams a week is permanent, not temporary. So ideally, I do like half the month 3 days and half the month 4 days. I want to do like member streams that fit that 4th slot, but not every single week. And I want to make sure that at least I do 1 member stream per month. The thing is that I've been feeling the weight of all of my unfinished projects. And until I finish them, which will be never, because I am one person having ideas based on like projects that require entire teams. I'm never gonna be done with them, but I've been feeling the weight of my unfinished projects and really wanting to finish them. I've been on like the last stages of a project that's been taking me years for at least 2 months now. For at least 2 months, I've been like, yeah, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost there. But it's not quite there. And the more days that I stream, the less time that I have, obviously, duh. The more days that I stream, the less time that I have to work on those. And then comes things like our fight, which is very time sensitive. So I kind of have to put things to the side. Many projects that are a weight on my brain and on my spirit that I need to just get done. So I'm gonna tone it down with the amount of streams when I can just like 3 days a week stream. It just allows me to work a lot more off stream. Does that ever cause problems? Do you write a note for someone in English and then realize they can't read it, or get a note back for them asking for it in Spanish? So, officer, funnily enough, when talking to people from this very community in DMs, I've initially got the answer, why the fuck are you talking in English? We are both Spanish speakers. And it's not a problem in the sense that they can't read it, but I keep having, like, when I talk to Lena, it's so much harder not to, it's so hard not to default to English. And I do default to English most times. But I do kind of want to speak in Spanish. And then with Yomi, the same thing. It's like, I default to English. And they respond in Spanish. And I'm like, yeah, we are both Spanish speakers. I should be speaking in Spanish. And then I try, and then I forget, and then I just default to English. These notes prove that Ellie's not a girl failure? How? How do they? Most of my thinking happens in English. Maybe that's why this aspect is struggling. If you started thinking in Spanish, it might unlock a mega brain. I don't think it would make the difference. I don't think it would make the difference. I didn't think she was transcribing this much. I figured it was just the key parts. But lore. This is so much lore. If I don't transcribe this, then I miss out on the lore. I want the lore. I want the lore. This is not entirely transcribed. This is only partly transcribed. Summarized. Summarized. You know? Let's look at this one, which has a lot less text. Yeah, look. Ooh, less text. Less text. She does talk with her hands a lot, of course. Bro, I'm Argentinian. Like, it feels weird to have my hand here, because it's like, oh, like she's doing it for the show. Oh, she's moving her hands extra. She's being like extra. But no, I legitimately just like move my hands all the time. It feels weird not to. Like, it feels weird if I'm not moving my hands. Anonymity allows us to ask the really sketchy questions. But do you still have sketchy questions that you haven't asked? That's what I'm saying. Like, do you even have sketchy questions they have not asked already? When is your birthday, by the way? July 10th. I'm looking at the calendar to see if I'm gonna actually do it that day, though. Cause I still haven't planned what I want to do. Last year I did like an entire week of birthday streams, endurances, and that was a terrible idea. I think we can all agree it wasn't the best. This year it falls on a Thursday, so I think I'm more likely to celebrate on the 11th and the 12th. so that I can do... I want to do 2 streams because I want... one of them is like a me thing. I just wanted to give myself a gift, you know? And as a gift for myself, I want to do a Discord stream where I play a game that I cannot play on YouTube because of the music getting my channel's night out of existence risk. I would love to do that, like play that game with like having fun with people, but it's too much of a risk. Like, it cannot happen on YouTube. So I'm going to do probably, I still haven't decided anything. I was thinking of doing it as like a gift for myself and like do that Discord stream. And then the other stream would be like the official YouTube birthday stream, whatever. And I'm thinking of what options I have now that I have the setup for handcams, right? What game? Bullets per minute, which you might say like, oh, bullets per minute. I probably have seen it streamed or whatever. But bullets per minute with custom songs. Will it be annoying for people? Maybe. Who knows? I have a lot more fun when I play with custom songs. And I have a lot of songs that I've customized. I'm not sure that I'm gonna do it yet because I'm not sure that I'm gonna get a wide enough variety of songs. Because I want to add more, you know? But that's the idea for now. Going to video or karaoke streams into the game? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Are you crazy? You need to be okay with freezing projects. I'm not. That's the problem. I'm not. I'm not. That long this is gonna be good. Don't set your expectations too high. It's not long because I've been working consistently in it. It's long. It's that long because I've been having to stop and restart and stop and restart and stop and restart for many, many reasons. That didn't really answer my questions about whether it'd be permanent or not, but I guess it's still up in the air. Here's the thing. Do I want to say it's permanent? Yes, I do want to say it's permanent. Do I know myself well enough to know that when a game comes up that really freaking enchants and entrances me, and I suddenly need to have more schedule space, I'll do it again as a 4-day standard? Probably. I know myself well enough to know that, for example, someone posted that new creature collector gacha that is the best chance I have right now at getting the magic of Nikki back. If that releases and I love it as much as the trailers make me think I'm gonna love it, I'm probably going to be obsessed enough that I'm gonna want it to play it no matter what, 1 time a week. And that means I'm probably gonna need four times per week, you know? That probably means that I'm gonna need to I don't know. I would like to think that I have the self-control to work on my off-stream projects, but I also know myself well enough that I will probably get addicted to some game and I want to stream more. The channel of this response is definitely Crumpets. It is? Did I give Crumpets energy? I do something like that with cursive. If I don't focus on writing in print, I'll immediately switch back to cursive mid-sentence, and it takes me like 3 times as long to write in print. I totally understand what you mean, 100%. Which is a problem because nobody can read cursive these days. It's harder to read, especially with some handwritings. How often do you take your hand off the mouse mid-game to gesture while you're talking to the chat? While I'm gaming, no, it doesn't happen. But while I'm talking, it's like the entire talking part of my streams, I'm moving my hands. If I'm not moving my hands, I'm damaging my hands. I'm picking up my like finger skin. So I'm moving my hands constantly, and when I'm not moving my hands, it's because I'm using my puppet pets, which I keep right here, right next to me, which I've shown you guys before. So like, this is not a surprise for anyone. But if I'm not moving my hands, it's because I'm using this. Basically, still moving my hands. failure, take your hand off. Girl failures would have messy and unpolished notes. I've never heard that definition for a girl failure. I can come up with plenty, then do your worst. No, actually, don't do your worst. Do a measurable amount of worst. We can always push it back a week or more if that would help clear your schedule. What? Push what back? If it's blueprints, it's not happening. I'm not pushing blueprints back. But my birthday, I'm thinking of keeping it to like a weekend so that it's better for people. All right, your birthday is right next to mine. Mine is 14th. We have several people who are like very close in birthdays. It's your birthday. Do something you want to do. Play something you want to play. Show off something you want to show off. Take the day off, whatever you want. Yeah, I think I'm interested in doing that. Sounds like a ton of fun. Sassy game on Discord. It's not sassy. It's just like a copyright hell because of all the copywritten songs that I want to use. Awesome, Pro King. Welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. And then it's a fidget spinner. No, my puppet pets are the best fidgeting toy. Like, this is my perfect fidget toy. Everyone has their own, like, needs for fidgeting. Mine is like, this is perfection. These are perfection. I will do my midest. Thank you, thank you. What are you doing, by the way? I was playing Blueprints. These are my notes for Blueprints, which is a game that heavily encourages you to keep a game journal, which is what I was doing. I was showing my game journal as I went. That being said, I'm done with it. I've been done with it for a bit, and I'm just talking now because I'm wrapping up the chat. I'm wrapping up the stream with chat as I normally do, but with the journal on view, because why not? I've worked so hard on it. Might as well show it. Might as well show it. And I also worked hard on like getting a setup. And now that I have a setup, which you might notice, it's significantly better than my previous setup. If anyone remembers my previous setup was quite bad. My previous setup is not but now we have a good setup, so I'm really excited about that, about the kind of HANDCAM streams that I could do. Let me show you. Actually, I have right here, my best friend gifted me this, which is a wooden jigsaw puzzle, and I would be interested in doing it. Because why not? Right? Right? I think it would be cute to do. And then I have this, which I was also gifted, which is not my interest. This has become a showing you my stuff stream, I guess. I have this, which I'm not super interested in, but it might be nice, I don't know, to explore it for the first time in like probably a member stream or something. This is diamond painting. Basically, it's like a paint by numbers, but instead of painting, you're gluing little stones to a drawing. Not the thing that I'm the most interested in, especially with a design like this, which is very childish, but someone gifted it to me. And I was like, I'm not gonna use this. I'm not gonna use this in my free time. But it could maybe be interesting to try it on stream someday. I don't know. So, those are options of things that might come up in member streams now that I have a HANDCAM set up. I don't know. The lighting seems better now. So the lighting should not seem better now because the lighting is mostly, I have the window. You know the one that I keep talking about? The one where my neighbor can see me through? It's right there. Right there in that direction. So I'm kind of low-key relying on the light that comes from that side. But because that wasn't enough light, I have a lamp right there-ish. Do you see that big white spot in the corner? That's the reflection of the lamp. If I make it closer, but I would have to hold it for that. The lighting used to be a bit darker and kind of yellow. Oh, the lighting compared to the previous hand cam. Yeah, because the previous hand cam was further away from the window and also at a much more odd angle. So now I have natural light, which is the best kind of light. It's always gonna be like the most clear light, the most faithful to color as well. I wonder if I showed you some of the items that I showed you before. I remember there were... How does this look like? Oh, this looks so much more close to the original color, like the proper color. Last time I showed you guys this, it looked so ass without color correction. Now it looks pretty fine. Yes, I have gloves right next to my desk at all times. Don't at me. I have a problem with gloves, okay? I have a problem. Shush. So, this I remember they didn't look anywhere close to the real color. The color is still a little bit washed out right now in the screen compared to the real color. But maybe it is because the light has gone down. Like, the natural light at this hour in winter is not great. When I start the stream, I should show you this next time to see how the color looks. But yeah, it looks a lot more accurate. Showing... Ah! Being able to show my hands is so fun. Being able to just gesture is so fun. Being able to just talk with my hands is so fun. Being able to just show you random stuff that I mention is so fun. Catch me having my hand cam at all times every time I wrap up. Catch me just randomly pulling out the hand cam just so I can gesture. Like, I'm not gonna, but, you know? Battery's dying, so sadly I have to hop off before end of stream. Thanks for the stream. Goodbye! Bye, Alex! Thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you had fun. Bye! I just assume you have buckets of gloves strategically placed throughout the house. No, they're all either here in this very desk. Like, do you hear that? That's my drawer where I have my gloves. Or in a box on my closet. Like, that's the two places. Elyssia circulation is cute, to be honest. I'm Argentina. I need to be moving my hands. Otherwise, I die. Okay? It's like, you know, the thing, the myth that, like, if sharks stop swimming, they die. That's me with my hands. If I'm not moving my hands, I die. Go for it. We can watch you popping your fidget toys while you talk and watch you go into a full body freeze when you read something embarrassing. Now, why would you say that, officer? Are you planning on saying embarrassing things? Huh? Huh? Is that a plan of yours? I'm picturing the damn girl you live like this meme, but instead of trash, it's just gloves all over the floor and tables. That would mean that I have enough gloves to cover all of the floors and tables. Okay? That would be a win scenario. You're saying it is a bad thing, but that would actually be a win scenario for me. Okay, so guys, it has been half an hour. I'm actually gonna close the hand camming right now. And oh no! Okay, I'm actually gonna close the hand camming now, and we're gonna do like a quick rapid fire last 3 to 5 minutes of talking. If we have anything else to talk about, because it's been half an hour of wrap up, and I'm being so professional about respecting my own timings lately. Have you noticed? Also, for anyone who hasn't seen it, I haven't posted it on my own social medias yet. I will do it soon. But for anyone who hasn't seen it, I had been working on a commission of Lina, my dearest Mexican friend rock girl failure. And that has been posted not by me, but by the commissioner Elyssia. So you can check it. I retweeted it. And it's on Lina's server. For now, that's like where you can see it. Eventually, I'll post it, but I've been thinking of making an art specific account to keep all of my art like better organized and to make it easier for people to find it instead of having all of my weekly schedules and shit all like cluttering. So yeah, I'll post it eventually, but you can see it right now in my Twitter because I retweeted it, and in Lina's Twitter because she retweeted it, and in Lina's Discord server. Alright, Ellie, I'm back. You can show me the book and HANDCAM now. Nope, too late. Too late. We're done with that. We're done and gone. We're not doing that anymore. We are now up to the last 3 to 5 minutes of wrap up, actually. Or you could just use tags like that art tag next to your head. And here's the thing. The idea of Elyssia art is that it's art of me, not art that I post. And there's many other reasons, algorithmically speaking, for having an art-specific account. It just makes a lot more sense in many ways. So yeah, we're gonna move to. I want to move towards having an art-specific account soonish. Is that dog noises? You were watching. I know you were watching. I'm aware. I can see you. I can see you seeing me. This is not creepy at all whatsoever to say. But I can see you as you observe. How's your shift, by the way? I hope that it was good. So yeah, that's as long as you upload to it. Well, it wouldn't be like super often that I would upload to it, but when I upload, it would be like better organized. That counts for something. Yeah? Right? Yeah. James Jagger, thank you for the stream. No, thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. And with that, I think I'm gonna say goodbye in general, because it's been the amount of wrap-up that I normally try to keep it to. So thank you everyone for coming, and I'll be here tomorrow for more Deltarune. And don't forget to stretch, don't forget to drink plenty of water, try to eat nutritiously, and try to sleep 7 to 9 hours. And most important of all, be kind to yourself and to others, okay? Take care, my snake shifters! Bye-bye! No, wait, I'm gonna read that message. In Argentina, where se will be, estábamos envueltos en llamas hasta el punto que los bomberos no se meterían porque no son pelotudos. Bro, I'm so sorry. Espero que se mejoren las cosas. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to drink plenty of water. Try to eat nutritiously. Try to sleep 7 to 9 hours. And most important of all, be kind to yourself and to others. Okay, take care, my three shifters. Bye-bye.